the Keystone International Livestock Expo, featuring competition and sales of sheep, swine, and cattle. The Kile also hosts some of the finest draft horse teams, all hoping to take home a blue ribbon and bragging rights. Each event drawing participants from all over the country.
A lot of the breed shows are high-quality breed shows, whether you're talking sheep, swine, or beef cattle. The animals that do well here at this show here do well elsewhere in the country.
The Keystone started in 1957 by the Pennsylvania Livestock Association. It's grown into this 9-day event. The 2012 Kile hosting 1,300 beef cattle, 500 horses, 1,200 sheep, and 500 swine. All teams, including the collegiate teams, treating this competition much like a matchup on the gridiron.
We have teams as far as Texas A&M that are going to be from Texas A&M, Michigan State University, and it's very competitive because it's almost like football. They compete to see who's the best at the Keystone International Livestock Exposition.
And just like a football game, there's great tailgating. This tailgate, courtesy of a Kansas City Society-sanctioned barbecue cook-off. Put it all together and you've got an event that leaves a positive impact on Pennsylvania and agriculture in general.
It's an economic impact to Harrisburg with all of these people here, for some of them for almost a week. A lot of motels, it takes food, it takes gas, it takes everything like that. Along with the fact that a lot of livestock gets sold here, both privately and through the auctions. And of course, that's always great for agriculture.
It is one of the major livestock shows, and it's a point show for a lot of the breeds. For instance, the Hereford only has 6 national shows, and this is one of the 6 national shows. And it's the same way with the sheep, the hogs. I mean, we're so excited about our show and how it has grown over the last, maybe 20, 30 years, and what it is today.
Over the years, we've, like this year, we had 31 states represented. We've had as many as 35 to 38 states plus Canada at various times. So it was established to really promote livestock, promote Pennsylvania agriculture, but then it began to grow, and they really expanded it to try to encompass as much of the, at least the East Coast, if not the nation as possible.
The Kile is the largest show on the East Coast, and it's held at the Farm Show Complex in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. The facility is a whopping 1 million square feet, all under one roof, and is specifically designed for livestock and horse shows. The enormous arena makes it possible for several competitions to be going on at the same time. We asked Mike Peckard, the Executive Deputy Secretary of Pennsylvania Agriculture, about the vast complex and, of course, the event.
This can be a tough facility to operate because it sort of is a barn, actually several barns put together, which has been modernized to not look like a barn so that we can get the commercial shows in here at this complex. But our heritage and our backbone is agriculture, and our 4 state-sponsored agricultural shows is what we really strive to do a tremendous job with.
I mean, there's so many things to choose from at this show. Do you have one thing that you just say, if I could only come to one event, it would be?
It would be the opening ceremonies to hand out the awards to our next generation in agriculture, our youth.
It is about the youth and young people, really, that the scholarships that were handed out today, the recognitions that were presented today to the FFA young folks, and gee, all you had to do was listen. I mean, how many of those kids are going on to advanced degrees with hopes of a career in veterinary science, all sorts of, but the theme is consistent: agriculture, agriculture, agriculture. And the scholarship program that PLA has done so much to advance that mission. Part of the mission of PLA is to protect our future by helping to educate young people, helping to support them and encourage them to be here and continue to make our agriculture here in PA our #1 industry.
You're being inducted into the Hall of Fame
for the Pennsylvania Livestock Association. How did that make you feel today?
It's just humbling, first of all. Never would have guessed that I'd be selected by PLA to be placed in company with them in the Hall of Fame. I do this stuff because I have passion, and I guess they were all passionate too, and that's how they ended up there. But it's not about getting your picture hung on a wall or any of those things. It's really about being a part of the service to our community and to our strong agriculture here in Pennsylvania.
Some ribs that we're going to take off in a little bit, and chicken, and pork butts.
There's also brisket and
A turducken.
that's a turkey, duck, and chicken all rolled into one. Don't worry, there's not a category for that. It's just what's for dinner on the night before the contest.
So a little further to go.
The brisket and ribs are the main attraction. For Chuck Gardner and the Must Be Smokin' Something team, they lose a lot of sleep during these cook-offs.
So we take kind of shifts and get things on in the middle of the night. And as we get things cooking, people kind of come and go as the shifts call for. But yeah, it is an overnight process.
Our next entry is number 359.
The appetizer to the big rib cook-off is the barbecue bologna competition, and I was asked to be a judge.
This is actually bologna, okay?
A regional favorite in Pennsylvania is called Lebanon bologna. So the chefs created all kinds of dishes with their salami-style luncheon meat, from po' boys to hummus-stuffed jalapenos with bologna. The barbecue bologna may not have had a leg to stand on up next to this category. This competition came down to who had the best legs.
Oh yeah, number 2. Yeah. Crispy, good season, got a little spank, to it, the seasoning in it, a little kick, got flavor, it's got charcoal in it. Yeah, it has a mixture of everything.
There was pan after pan of delectable drumsticks, all different in texture, tanginess, and taste. Whether the grill masters tackled the chicken, ribs, brisket, or bologna, most did so out of passion for grilling, not the prize money.
If we were out here for the money, we just wouldn't be out here, but we enjoy it. It's a love of this. But if you're out here to make money, don't bother.
Cotton is in high cotton with her owner, 9-year-old Ashley.
I just like pigs because they're rough and they're sweet and gentle and they're fun to play with.
Ashley is just one of hundreds of exhibitors in the swine competition at the Kile. Youth participants and adults alike hoping to walk away with a ribbon and a reputation that will help them at the Keystone Classic sale. Harry Bachman has been the swine chairman for 49 years.
What the judge doesn't know the bloodlines when he's doing it, but he's looking for great confirmation and, of course, a pig that looks like the breed that it is representing.
Isaac Lewis is breeding American Berkshires, but not on his farm. It's at a high school in Romney, West Virginia. His animal science students come show their class projects. Hampshire High senior Caitlin Alger is a city girl raising pigs. She's learned about a whole other world beyond the concrete jungle.
These aren't just Barbie dolls. These aren't something you can dress up. These are living, breathing animals. They can die if you don't pay attention to them. It's kind of like prepping a hog for a pageant almost. You have to shine them up, you have to brush them, you have to scrub them, make them shine.
You really can't replace the opportunities to educate kids about the real world experiences of being able to sell themselves, being able to communicate, being able to have responsibility and work ethic, and pigs are just a catalyst to that.
Besides learning, there's also the other big payoffs of big smiles, purple ribbons, and sweet treats for the winning swine.
The Cow Sheep Show offers 14 different species of sheep, from meat breeds to wool breeds. We have about 50% split between wool breeds and meat breeds. This year we have a little over 1,000 head of sheep. Some of the highlights is the variety. Every breed has their uniqueness. They are different in their kind and their size. And wool breeds, everybody thinks, well, they always look dirty. Well, you don't wash a wool breed, because if you wash it, it takes all the quality out of the fleece. So you just leave them dirty, and what makes them dirty is the grease in the fleece goes to the top of the wool, and if you open up the fleeces, they're pure white underneath. So we're 56 years old. It was started originally as a cattle show, and then the other species come along with it. It was originally called the Pennsylvania Livestock Exposition, not the Keystone International Livestock Exposition. So it was started by a group of breeders in this state that saw the foresight that we needed a show like this in the state. It's a great place to be, a great place to see animals of all species, that if you don't get to see any other place, it's a great place to learn.
Hopefully you make it on time, line up, they'll tell you where to go, and just smile, look pretty, and hopefully your animal doesn't go crazy.
Erica Paris is a 16-year-old who would rather be in the show arena with her shorthorn heifer than anywhere else, even if she does act up a bit.
They're very docile. Well,
most of them are?
Yeah, most of them are very docile and they're easy to handle.
Erica and several hundred other exhibitors converge on the farm show complex at the Keystone International Livestock Expo.
The unique thing about our show is 2/3 of our exhibitors are youth. They're 21 years of age or younger. That's just so exciting for agriculture in general, because that's our future.
The youth and adults brought in 14 different breeds of cattle, from Longhorn to Shorthorns, Scottish Highlands to Simmentals, 1,300 in all. For 9-year-old Jaden, it's not about how many cattle came to this show. It's about his effort and his chances of winning the class.
She was born April 10th, and she's a really nice heifer. You have to show her in the ring with your show stick straight up and with the cow's head up in the air.
To get the cattle looking their Sunday best for the Saturday sale or the show arena, the handlers do lots of primping. Most of these animals will be used as breeding stock for other farms or be sold as club calf projects for 4-H and FFA members.
We want to show these cattle in their best form, and we're trying to bring out the best quality traits. And then it all goes back to breeding better animals. So we have better livestock, a better beef product. It all goes back to production agriculture, and feeding the world is what it's about.
For Erica, though, it's about winning a ribbon.
This is something that you never experienced, and it's just so much fun and rewarding in the end. And you work so hard, and to see it pay off by getting a first place, a grand champion, it is so worth it in the end.
live.
While attending the Kile, visitors can take a break from all the livestock action to shop and browse at the Expo Marketplace. Vendors from all across the area set up shop, stocking things you can't find just anywhere.
And there's like shopping, you get jewelry, and I like that a lot too because I'm a jewelry person.
Custom handbags, belts, jewelry, and livestock accessories, ropes, buggy whips, grooming supplies of all kinds, trailers, and much more. And just when you think you have everything you need,
Yeah, tell me, what in the world do y'all put in these milkshakes that people are lined up for them?
They're the famous Pennsylvania Farm Show milkshakes. Our Grange and the Dairymen Association have been doing this for the last 50 years, and everybody just flocks back here for these things. At Farm Show, we have lines after lines after lines, just continuous of selling milkshakes. It's a Turkey Hill-based product down here out of Lancaster County, so I don't know why everybody likes them, but they just keep flocking back for them. So.
I was gonna say, what's the difference between this milkshake and me going to Sonic and getting a milkshake?
It's a milkshake.
It must be something more than just a milkshake.
I really couldn't tell you. I guess it's just the flavor of the milk and stuff that our product we buy. So it's the only thing I could really tell you.
It's a thick milkshake. They don't water it down with milk or anything. We have the best cows around, so you make the best milkshakes too.
They're so good
What's good about them?
because they're so cold.
We have arguments between all our different Granges. Some do hand dip, we do these, and we always sell more than the hand dip guys do hands down running. So people just flock for these things every year.
Everything in Pennsylvania is better.
It's a lot like a contestant getting ready for a pageant. From fancy hairdos to pedicures, these draft horses must look beautiful while they work.
The animals in this barn, the animals that you see here at our show, are cream of the crop when it comes to being athletic, being fit in terms of their physical fitness, and being looked at in terms of their conformation, their physical build, the way they hold themselves, carry themselves.
Dave Rohrbach owns the Bee Tree Hill Draft Horse team, competing in everything from the Unicorn one-horse cart to the exhibition of his 10-horse hitch.
Hooking 10 horses together, you're probably looking at about 5 pounds per weight per horse in your hands. When we hook 10, it's like holding 50 pounds for a while.
Rohrbach says it is gray Percherons each have a personality, and that personality determines the order in which they drive the wagon.
Attitude. The horse with the biggest attitude goes to the front. The lazier horses are put closer to the wagon.
Albert Clevey of the Blue Ribbon team agrees. Each of his impressive Percherons is like a member of the family, especially this gorgeous lady named Unique, which happens to be the current world champion mare.
This is a tough one to talk about. Unique was born the day we buried my mom. She's as good as she can get.
While their size can be intimidating, most weighing around 2,000 pounds, their disposition is not.
They are a cold-blooded animal as opposed to a hot-blooded horse, the race horses and the smaller horses. These guys are big, but they're very gentle, often referred to as the gentle giants of the equine industry.
As the picturesque Percherons pierce the veil of sunshine when they enter the arena, their dazzling beauty is breathtaking. Whether it's the one-horse cart competition or the six-hitch, it's all about working as one, driver and team, showing grace, confidence, and control. The Keystone International Livestock Expo is the veritable show of shows. That's why people travel from near and far to experience what is the Kile. Whether they're a spectator or a competitor, it's all here. Thousands of people and animals converge here each year to compete and strut their stuff. Countless hours of grooming and re-grooming goes into preparing these animals for the show ring. No detail is overlooked. Their commitment to the excellence of the breed is the driving force compelling them to work harder, longer, to go without sleep, whatever is necessary to win the prize and the recognition of being judged the best of the best. Only then can they be satisfied, at least until next time.
Maybe what I've changed this effort is maybe tone her down.